Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. I haven't made a video in a minute, and I actually have some videos I'm probably gonna make in the next couple of days. I'm hoping there's gonna be some more videos coming, like boom, 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 like in a little spurt or whatever. But I just wanted to get on here and make a video and kind of talk to you guys about some personal stuff going on in my life, and not really talk about that in general, but talk about my thoughts that have came up since this happened. All right, so first off, let me just tell you guys. So my father, my biological father, whatever you want to call it, he just went to the hospital again, and they pretty much said that he probably has like 2 months to live. That's their estimate, which those things are always wrong. They could be next week, it could be next year. But besides the point. All right, so just to give you a brief past. I've already made a video about something like this a long time ago. But for anybody watching this that doesn't know, all right, so when I was younger, I'm going to make this as brief as possible, but when I was younger, my mother got her jaw broke. She was out on the street, didn't have no job, no money, no anything, and my grandparents adopted me from my mother, my grandparents on my father's side. When I was born, my father pretty much cut out. He was nowhere to be found. Well, he was around, but you know what I'm saying, he wasn't there. So, anyways, this happened when I was about 5 years old. My grandparents adopted me. Um, and I don't really care what people think. I give my honest opinion. I tell my feelings and how I feel about things. So basically, um, my grandparents adopted me, and my thoughts on this is this. All right, so my mother's on the street. Her jaw was broke. I think she couldn't talk for it was like 6 to 8 months or something. She wasn't doing good. You know what I'm saying? We were poor. Um, I pretty much grew up in poverty, like a lot of people did. But they basically gave my mother the ultimatum. Like they would only take me in if they could adopt me. And my thoughts on that now, as an adult, is because they didn't want my father to have to pay child support because he was a bum. He didn't even pay child support for hardly any of his kids. He has, like, I'm not even going to count before, I think 4 kids. Um, so, anyways, uh, I lived with his parents. They raised me, right? Um, a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of my family members on that side hate to admit it that it wasn't all great. It wasn't a good situation for me. There were times when my grandparents told my mother that she couldn't see me anymore and things like that. So, and then my father would just casually show up to borrow money, and half the time he'd show up, he wouldn't even say hello to me. He wouldn't come in the room and even tell me he was there. Like, what I mean? He was never there. Like, I seen him very few times in my life. It was briefly, and to be honest, a lot of the times that I've seen him in the past 15, 20 years have been just randomly seeing him out and about, and it is what it is. I forgave him for all that. I kind of went past that because I have my own family that I need to take care of, and you know, my thoughts are, why go see someone that never took the time out to come see me? It wasn't my responsibility then. It shouldn't be my responsibility now. So, anyways, all right. So, what I want to talk about, and so basically, all right. So hopefully that got you guys up to speed a little bit on the things that have went on that have led me to where I am now. So this whole video actually came up because I posted this on Facebook that I was sad about it, for him, and I felt sorry about it, but I didn't really care because it doesn't affect me. It's like I'm going to use stupid analogies. I'm gonna say things that some people will be like, "Oh, that's terrible," but all right, I look at it like this. All right, and the whole subject we're going to be talking about is family, and there's all these cliches where people say like, "Oh, you gotta love people that are your blood, and blood's thicker than water." And all that stuff. And I'm here to tell you that I don't feel like that. Um, so anyway, so for instance, my father that I barely know, my children, my son met once. My daughter has never met. She's 11 years old. She's never met her grandfather. Um, could I have went out of my way to go take her to see him? Yeah, I could have. But at the same time, the only brief times that I've seen him, he's never said, "Hey, can I come see my grandchildren?" or anything like that. Now he said things like, "When are you gonna bring your grandkids over to see me?" Well, okay. Why didn't you just say, "When can I come see them?" Take the time out of your day to come over there and see them. Um, but this, look at this. Like, look at it like this. To me, it's kind of like, um, how do we explain this? I walk into Walmart, right? some guy that I don't know comes up to me and says he has cancer and he's going to die in 2 months. How would you feel about that? I would feel like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, you know. And I would go and move along about my day, because at the end of the day, it really only matters to me the people that are in my life, around me, that contact me, talk to me, things like that. So, so when we talk about the term family, like, my ideal of family is like kind of like this. All right, we're going to start out with the internet. We're on the internet. We're on YouTube. I actually feel like I have a somewhat of an internet family. People that I would consider myself close to, even if we don't talk for 6 months to a year. When we do talk, we can kind of pick up where we left off, and we're on like the same common ground, I guess you would say. And we both have a mutual respect and friendship that, you know, won't die unless something bad was to come of the friendship. But, you know, anyways, all right. So basically, I have, and some of these people I haven't talked to in months, you know, but I still don't care. I would talk to them today just like I would talk to them any other day of the week, no matter how big they are on the internet, or, you know, or whatever, you know. So, all right, so I'm just going to name drop a few people that I'm friends with, that I feel like I am friends with on the internet, that I would consider my family on the internet. That would be people like Jimbo Slice, Whack4863, Chaos Silencer, Art Trooper, Sexy Jesus YouTube. You know, I could go on and name more and more people. I'm not going to keep going on. Most of you guys would know that if I didn't mention you now, that I'm talking about you. So then you have, let's go back to where I should have started at. You have your core family, and that is the people that you are related to by blood, that you have a relationship with. Because you can be related, you can have a fourth cousin out there that you've never seen in your life. And yeah, that's your family, but does that mean you're supposed to, you know, go out of your way for them or anything like that when you don't even know who they are? Like, and sometimes you might have someone that's your brother, your cousin, or your aunt or uncle or niece or nephew that you've never met. You don't know who they are. Are you gonna risk? You know, are you gonna take a bullet for that person? You don't even know them. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing though. But you have your family, and then once you get married and have children, you have an extended family, and you know, my wife, for instance, I don't know all of her family. I actually know a lot of them, and I actually consider them family. We get together. There's family reunions. We might conversate here and there on Facebook, or on the phone, or meet up in real life and do things. But anyways, they are active in my life one way or the other, and there's a relationship there. There's a bond there. And then I have what I would consider my other family, which would be friends of mine in real life that aren't necessarily related by blood or anything, but I'm so close to them, or have been so close to them in the past, even if we don't get together now like we used to, and things like that, that I would consider them, you know, a family to me. And that would be people like my best friend Rob DeVoy, my best friend Steven Mercer. Let's see, who else. I haven't talked to Jake in a long time, but my boy Jacob, my cousin by marriage, Antonio, AJ, whatever you want to call him. These are some of the people that I would consider family, even though they're not necessarily family. And nothing's going to change that to me. You know, like, that's just something that's there. And what I'm basically getting at is, just because you're born into this group of people doesn't necessarily make them your family. Like, to me, the word family means the people that are involved in your life. They don't necessarily have to be related by blood, but, you know, there's a certain bond there, there's a certain structure there that makes me feel that way. So, anyways, I'm kind of making this video because I just want to see, you know, what do you guys think about it? Like, how do you feel about the terms family and love and all of these things? Because, you know, I don't like to fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to fight. I'm not a violent person. But, you know, Rob or Steve or, you know, Jake or any of those guys, if I had to, I would fight for them if I had to. Even though I don't like to fight, I would do something. Like, I wouldn't just stand there and let them get, you know, the shit beat out of them. Now, on the other hand, someone that I've never met, don't know, if they was to get in a fight, they're on their fucking own. You know what I mean? I'm not getting involved in someone else's shit that I don't feel the need to. And so, I mean, that's where all this comes from. And, you know, then I'm gonna put it out there, even though it's some Facebook shit. For one, okay, I just want to clear this up too, because there was some posts on my Facebook saying, people shouldn't post on this because it's a family issue and it's private and all that. Anything that I post on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, to me, it's a public thing. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not trying to be private about things, and that's just always been how I am. Anyone who is my real family would accept that, no matter whether I'm talking about them or myself or someone they know or another family member or whatever it may be. If I post something on a public network or public space, I am posting that for all of the public to see, be it my friends, my family, or even if somebody gets a link to it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the person I am. I don't hide stuff. I don't feel the need to. I don't really keep a lot of shit private. I'm just going to tell you, I'm the type of person that doesn't really keep a lot of stuff private. I don't feel the need to. I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. I'm not ashamed of who I know, who I hang around with, or anything like that. So, just wanted to clear that up because there was some back and forth between people that, are just random people that I'm friends with on Facebook. Some of them I know, some of them I don't personally know. Some of them might know me from here, some of them might know me from my music, things like that. And I treat everybody the same, honestly. So I just kind of like going on and on about that. But basically, like I said, I'm making this video because I want to know what you guys think about family, love, all that kind of stuff. Either leave me a comment or something, or even if you make a video about it, I will go watch the video and drop a like on it, bring you guys some traffic through there, whatever. And yeah, I'm babbling on. Everybody knows I like to ramble, make stupid long videos that shouldn't be long as they are. But before we get into like 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and cut that off here. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And that's about it. I'm out. Peace.